Brock Lesnar is undoubtedly one of the most controversial and fascinating figures in recent WWE and MMA history. His career is marked by absolute dominance in the ring, but also by controversies intertwined with his personal, legal, and professional life. In 2025, Lesnar made an unexpected return, surprising fans and the media alike, facing John Cena in what is already considered one of the most emblematic matchups of the modern WWE era. But this comeback cannot be understood without looking back at the journey that led him here. His debut, his achievements, his 2012 return, his last appearance in 2023, and of course, the huge controversy involving General Grant that is still ongoing in the courts. Lesnar began his WWE career in 2002, coming from an Olympic wrestling background and MMA experience. His debut was meteoric, dominating opponents, winning titles, and becoming the next big thing WWE had hoped for. His historic victories over names like The Rock, Kurt Angle, and The Undertaker cemented him as one of the most dominant athletes in sports entertainment history. In 2012, Lesnar made his first major return after a hiatus in MMA, and in his first post-return match, he faced John Cena in an epic encounter that reignited their classic rivalry and reignited WWE's fire at the time. This rivalry was built around the narrative of monster versus hero. Lesnar as the nearly indestructible force and Cena as the tireless hero. It was one of the rivalries that captured fans' imaginations and media attention the most.
Angle. Look out! What an overhead banger right now. Brock Lesnar's an animal. Tossed over the top. Is he going to tap Brock Lesnar? Taps out! Brock Lesnar! Oh, man! Lesnar and watch Cena. Right hand. Cena with a chain to the skull. No! AA to the step.
After that return, Lesnar alternated periods inside and outside WWE, dividing his time between wrestling and MMA. His last official appearance before the current hiatus was in 2023, when he made a special appearance at SummerSlam, surprising the audience with his dominant presence and commanding respect in the ring. Since then, rumors of his retirement have been growing, especially due to the evident physical wear and statements that he was no longer interested in a full wrestling schedule. But in 2025, to everyone's surprise, Lesnar returned in grand style for a showdown with John Cena, a meeting that not only evokes nostalgia for their past battles, but also brings a new dimension, mixing real drama and fiction.
My God! Brock Lesnar is at SummerSlam! The Beast has not taken his... Brock Lesnar with an F5 to John Cena!
The 2025 return was shrouded in mystery. There were no prior announcements, production kept absolute secrecy, and the press was caught off guard at the Clash in Paris event when Lesnar appeared from the shadows and delivered a devastating F5 on Cena, completely changing the course of the show. Backstage, it is said it was a joint decision between Vince McMahon and Lesnar himself, who saw the chance to make a dramatic and impactful farewell. The audience's reaction was explosive. And since then, Lesnar's name has once again been one of the most talked about in the entire WWE universe. However, the controversy that has attracted the most attention in recent years is the legal case involving General Grant filed a lawsuit regarding alleged abuse and mistreatment during their relationship, dating back several years. The case gained media attention, not only for the gravity of the accusations, but also for how Lesnar and his team vehemently denied the claims and raised questions about privacy and the impact the case has had on the wrestler's career. Currently, the lawsuit is still ongoing with many confidential details and legal stages that make a quick resolution difficult. This shadow, however, has affected public perception of Lesnar, generating intense debates among fans, legal experts, and pop culture commentators. Regarding his achievements, Brock Lesnar is undoubtedly one of the greatest champions in WWE history. He has won multiple world titles, including the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship, as well as the Royal Rumble and other prestigious tournaments. Outside WWE, Lesnar also made his mark in MMA, having been the UFC heavyweight champion, solidifying his status as one of the few athletes able to successfully transition between professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. His imposing physique, brutal strength, and aggressive style made him one of the most feared and respected names in the sport.
And I beat him over the head with it!
That Frank Mir commented on. Big right hand.
Brock Lesnar pounding away on Randy. Up against the fence.
In big trouble. That's it.
Behind the scenes, Lesnar is known for being a reserved figure, not fond of interviews or public appearances outside the ring. His relationship with co-workers is marked by respect mixed with some distance, typical of someone who prefers to focus on physical performance and avoid internal politics. This stance, however, does not exempt him from controversies, especially when it comes to contract negotiations. Within WWE, it's known that Lesnar demands very high fees, which causes tension in management about the cost-benefit of his presence. Returning to his feud with John Cena in 2025, this match is seen as the climax of both their careers. Cena in his farewell tour and Lesnar in his last major return represent not only opposition in the ring, but two WWE eras in conflict. The hero of the Cena era versus the monster who transcended decades and formats. The chemistry between the two, which dates back nearly 20 years, brings a strong nostalgic feeling that is enhanced by WWE's production and storytelling, heavily investing to make this fight one of the most memorable moments in recent wrestling history. For fans who have followed since the beginning, the Lesnar vs Cena encounter is more than just a fight. It is a reunion, a sequence of chapters that began in 2003 and have been written with ups and downs ever since. Lesnar, who has always been treated as nearly unbeatable, returns with the aura of the Eternal Monster, while Cena tries to maintain his image as the tireless warrior, even in his final moments as an active athlete. Besides the match itself, backstage speculation about Lesnar's next steps is rampant. Some bet he might retire definitively after 2025, perhaps moving on to a career in UFC or television programs, while others say there may be more occasional returns given his huge commercial weight. The tension from the lawsuit against Janelle Grant might still influence these moves, especially due to legal and image considerations. In summary, Brock Lesnar is an athlete who defined modern professional wrestling with his brutal and dominant style, who achieved success both in WWE and UFC, and who now lives the peak of a complex career marked by achievements and controversies. His 2025 return against John Cena is the high point of a storyline mixing past and present, glory and shadow, strength and vulnerability. The audience eagerly awaits to see if Lesnar will close his career with the same force with which he started it, or if new chapters will still be written.